Hey, good evening, Facebook family. Hope you had an amazing day today. See, it's getting kind of dark. Sun's starting to set. Live Q&A session here on location from my beach cruiser. Check it out. It's much better than sitting around watching stupid TV shows and watching more of that news and all that garbage. Why not provide a little value? Why not give you a little tour around the neighborhood? All right, so we got people walking their dogs. We got people going for bike rides, people on those electric scooters, all kinds of good stuff. This is pretty cool. I'm going to show you this. There's more and more of these been out here lately. These guys, I haven't gotten on one of those. I don't really have an interest to go on those too much yet, but pretty cool stuff. There they go. I have a friend that's got one of them. He's out in California. And to me, I'd rather just be on a skateboard. But right now I'm on a bike. And it's Q&A, live Q&A. So go ahead, if you got a question, hit me up. If you're just jumping on, feel free to ask. I came on about a half hour ago, and I had a little free time, so I figured I'd try to provide value when I come on here, and I try to do that every single time, is to provide as much value as I can. So with that, if you have any question related to weight loss, related to workouts, maybe you don't know what to eat, maybe you don't know how to work out, maybe you don't even know where to start, and those are all legit questions, and don't feel bad about having those questions. And maybe you've even been trying this whole thing for years and years and years, and maybe you're at a point now in your 40s or maybe 50s or even older, and you've kind of just you've just stopped trying, and maybe you tried so many different things and you just had a lot of failed attempts. And I can just assure you, lots of people have those failed attempts. So know that while it's maybe not okay that you're still there, it's okay that you've had those moments. In fact, I think that the biggest moments of my life are when I've actually failed, and I've actually learned and grown through those and learned, right? You never stop learning. It's what I posted earlier, just never stop learning. So you can always learn new things. I learned some new things today. I'm always trying to learn new things from other people, from friends, family members, and from my faith journey. Just kind of, what does God have for me today? I'm just excited I had another day. I'm excited that for 47 years old, I can get on a bike, go for a ride in the neighborhood, have the freedom to breathe some fresh air in, and enjoy the fitness, right? Enjoy the fitness. So I'm going to ask if you got any questions. Yeah, when you jump on here, let me know you're here. You want to come on live and let me know. But let's just talk about three things. Let's talk about what to eat. So when it comes to working out, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to losing weight, when it comes to getting better shape, when it comes to your nutrition, it's pretty straightforward, right? Not rocket science. Sure, you can lose weight on any kind of diet. And at the end of the day, it's basically what you've heard probably before. Calories coming in. If they don't go anywhere, they stay. It's pretty much scientific. Whatever you put in your body, whatever you eat, whatever you drink, whatever you consume, whether you chew it, whether you put it on a fork, whether you sip it in a straw, whether you have it on the rocks, or have it broken into, different pieces of chocolate and doing all those things. It's, at the end of the day, it comes to calories in, calories out. And that's it. That's regards nutrition. So if you're not in a calorie deficit, then if you're trying to lose weight, unfortunately, you're not going to lose weight. There's lots of ways to get there. Well, let's get into the next part. That's pretty much it, really. Like, yes, it sounds so easy, but it's so hard. Yes, because there's lots of factors, right? Your stress, your sleep habits, your consistency, your accountability, what type of food you eat. Yes, you could talk about calories in, calories out, but there's a difference between 1,000 calories of fried chicken and 1,000 calories of whole fresh foods. There's a difference between the quality. So yes, while it is calories in, calories out, the quality of the food you're putting in your body does matter. It does matter, right? So that's the first thing. Second thing, hey, Christy Johns, how are you? And again, if you got a question, go ahead, hit me up. I just saw you pop up on there. And again, this is your time. This is my time to provide value. I have paid coaching clients who pay me to give them the kind of advice that I have right now coming on free. I don't do this all the time, but I had some time tonight and a little bit of freedom. Such a beautiful night. The air is just so nice. And here in Florida, when it gets hot, I'm just riding around my neighborhood. Hopefully it doesn't. Sometimes it cuts me out, so just so you know. So we talked about in the nutrition part, right? Calorie deficit. If you're looking to lose weight, calorie deficit. Now, if you're not looking to lose weight, if you're just looking to, I say, keep a healthy weight, and you're wondering why you're not getting stronger, maybe your calories in and calories out are the same, but the quality of calories. Maybe you're drinking half of your calories in alcohol, and maybe your calories are Skittles or Twizzlers and things like that. And maybe you're not eating a whole lot of extra food or a whole lot of extra calories, but you're wondering, why am I not getting in better shape? I work out all the time. Well, it could be the quality of the calories you're putting in your system and not doing anything for your body or your muscles. So that's the nutrition part. Let's talk now next. The next thing is the workouts. How to work out. Well, of course, there's 1,000,000,001 ways to work out. First, let's just kind of put it into perspective. If you're my age, 40s and 50s, can you exercise to get in shape on a bike? Sure, you can go for a bike ride. Now, I don't even consider this my exercise. This is just the extra gravy. This is just the bonus, right? This is just for me. I'm actually enjoying this as just to go for a bike ride. But if you've never been bike riding, or maybe you've never really exercised much, bike ride could be your exercise, right? A walk could be your exercise. A walk is a good thing. I would say strength training is a good thing. You could do Zumba, that's a good thing. Yoga, that's a great thing. All those things. Enjoy what you're going to do. If you hate what you're doing, chances are you're not going to stick to it. So I would say is find something that you enjoy doing. It's going to be challenging, but find something that you're going to actually enjoy to do. If it's something that you enjoy, chances are you're going to be more consistent. If you're more consistent, chances are you're going to get better results. If you get better results, then guess what? You're going to win. So with regards to your fitness, pick something. That might change in different seasons. I know for myself, just to give you I enjoy surfing. I enjoy bike riding with my wife. I don't really enjoy running. Every once in a while I'll do some sprints and stuff like that. I don't really enjoy that. That's just not for me. I enjoy working out. Just different. I don't enjoy doing Zumba or really yoga, although I know those are all good things. It's just not something that I prefer, so I just don't do them. So again, fitness-wise, what to do? Do something now, of course. Make it age appropriate. One of the things I see time and time again, age and level appropriate, I would say. If your body's been jacked up from years and years of abuse, don't think that now turning it around into putting in workouts that are going to abuse your body are going to be any different. It's going to just add gasoline to the fire and make you not only in worse shape, but it's probably going to injure you in the process. So be very cautious about that. So that's that. Then the next thing is where to start. So we talked. See, is there any questions on here? I don't see. Hey, Vinny, Terry, appreciate you being on here. And Shauna or Shanna, sorry if I pronounce your name, Joe, that's easy to pronounce. I had an Uncle Joe. He passed away not too long ago. And he was an awesome uncle, by the way. Great name. So, and Vinny, hope you're doing well, brother. Listen, I gotta have to share with you because you've been on here. Yeah, I've seen you come on, and I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna do the shout out to Vinny. I think he gave me a challenge. I've had about 10 people give me that same workout, that same push-up challenge, 22 push-ups. And I think that is it's for mental, I can't remember, suicide awareness and mental, I can't remember. There's like a whole bunch of things I get sent, but I haven't forgotten about you. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it. I'm on a pretty strict regimen with my workouts, but 22 push-ups I could probably handle for 22 days, I guess it is. But anyway, Vinny, I'll tell you what, Coach Mangano, he was one of the first inspirations actually in athletic training. I believe you were teaching, and this is long back, this is way back, so we have to throw the memory back there, way back. High school, having an interest in doing like athletic training and physical therapy, and I remember doing, I got to do a little kind of sort of pseudo internship, if you will, with you, and that was really exciting. Sorry, kind of got off track there, but let's go ahead. It's a beautiful night, and I haven't even turned around yet, so I'm about maybe 2 miles into my neighborhood. Really beautiful neighborhood. Let's just check it out here through beautiful oak trees. Now we're right along the beach. It's pretty cool, right? Nice little, I always say I better not share it too much because too many people are going to want to come visit. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. So the third thing, where do I even start as far as exercise? So we talked about nutrition, we talked about fitness, and then just like in general, where to start, where to even start. So when it comes to starting, It's okay to not really know how to start or where to start, but it's not okay to just guess. It's not okay to just don't do anything, and being because you don't know how to start or where to start that you don't start, right? The problem is a lot of people know about fitness, but there's also a lot of people and know about losing weight, but there's there's a difference between knowing about fitness and knowing fitness. See, there's a huge difference. And that one thing about, you can know everything there is to know about fitness. I'm just kind of strolling around the neighborhood. You can know everything there is to know about fitness. But if you don't know fitness, if you don't like know it, you know, it's kind of like with faith, in the faith journey. And there's one thing about knowing the Bible. You can know the Bible, you can know God. But there's a difference between knowing God and like knowing God, like knowing, having that kind of relationship with him. So, oops, sorry. Yeah, hey, how are you guys? Good. And there's a difference between knowing about fitness and knowing fitness. I'm going to just show with you. Check this beautiful house out here. How about that? That's pretty amazing, right? I don't know who's moving in this one. That's on the beach. It's pretty giant. I don't know. What's strange is when people build these giant houses and there's like 2 people living in them, and they realize once they build them and they have 20, 15,000, 10,000 square feet and they have no use for all the other space. And then they kind of just end up living in 1 or 2 rooms. Kind of strange. I grew up in kind of an area like that. That's kind of like this. People in homes, giant homes, right? 10, 20,000 square feet homes. And they're using like 2 rooms. And they end up just, you know, to have it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a status thing. Of course, it's on the ocean. It's beautiful as well. So with that, so where to start? Back to where to start. And of course, if you have questions, just don't come on here and listen. Joe or Carl, Debbie, Deb Brown, if you got any questions, by all means, hit me up. Just going for a nice ride through the neighborhood. Enjoying it. Pretty peaceful night, too. Nobody's out here. It's week tonight. I'm in kind of the heart of my neighborhood. One of the things I love about my neighborhood is like there's no through traffic. This goes to an end and there's a park on the other side, but there's no like drive-through traffic. So really quite a beautiful night. Lots of beautiful homes here. And again, it's just a nice evening. So I wanted to share that with you. But coming on, if you have any questions you want to ask, of course, if you like, I really want to ask, but I don't want to ask it publicly. Well, next time come around, just hit me up with a message. Send me a private message. You can do that. And go ahead. You can send me a private message. If you want to get on a call, we can talk. And it's kind of what I do on a daily basis. I actually live, eat, and breathe it. I've been answering questions for people about their weight loss, about their fitness, about goal setting for a quarter of a century. 25 years. I don't plan on stopping. Here's the one thing I hear people say all the time. Oh, let's go this way. I hear people say this all the time. It's like, you know, I'm working. I'm going to retire around 60, 55. I'm going to work hard. You know, I went to school. I got good grades. I got a decent job. And I'm going to work, you know, 20, 30 years. And then I'm going to retire at like, you know, 55, maybe 60, you know, 65 maybe. Maybe people are thinking longer now because of the time, and the times are a little hard for a lot of people. And not to make light of that, but I know one of the things I never really thought about, like, I don't want to retire. Like, there's something to be said about, okay, then what? What are you going to do after retirement? Oh, well, I'm just going to sit back and do nothing and just live off of the money that I made. It sounds like such a, I don't know, that's just me again. It's kind of like exercise. You want to do what you enjoy. Well, to me, there's nothing about just sitting around counting my money when I retire. I don't know if that's something for you. Maybe that's for you. But for me, it's not. So anyway, back on track. I would know for sure one of the things about fitness and staying in shape, staying healthy, keeping my body lean, strong, keeping my body attractive for my wife, right? I plan on living the rest of my life with my wife, God willing, and for however many years that is. Now I'm on a little bumpy road there. Sorry, that's why I'm holding it versus it. I put it on my bike. I have a little holder on my bike, but it bounces around too much, and I find just holding this is a little better. So yeah, one of the things, if you're married for any length of time and you're not in shape, why the hell not? Are you kidding me? So not to say you should be in shape for your wife or for your husband, but why aren't you in shape for it? You just should be. It should be something that is just a no-brainer. You don't want to be a burden on your spouse, do you? And you don't want to have a boring life where you can't do anything because you're so out of shape, can't have fun. And hey, let's just go there for a minute. I can just tell you, intimacy is much better when you're in better shape. Ooh, I said intimacy, right? Having sex is not a bad thing, I can tell you. And when you're attractive and feel good about yourself and strong and fit, and you can take your clothes off and be okay with your clothes off in front of your partner, that's actually a really healthy thing, isn't it? That's a good thing. But it's not a good thing if you're taking terrible care of yourself and you're not in shape and you don't feel good about yourself and you feel self-conscious. And I know even people who are fairly fit and are still felt self-conscious. So just do yourself a favor, kind of make it a little easier for yourself by taking good care of yourself. And anyway, the live Q&A, again, I can talk here all night. You know, I think I get this. I'm just going to share a little background. I think I get this from my mom. My mom and I butt heads. I love her. You know, she's my mom. I only got one mom. And I love her to pieces, but we go back and forth and we have a struggle. And it's interesting because I find partly I'm her and partly I'm my dad, because my dad's kind of a little bit stoic in his nature, old school. And I feel like I'm getting more and more old school. I know why he doesn't want to be around people. That's not really, you know, the kind of is socially, you know, goes around and hangs out with lots of friends and all that stuff. I'm kind of understanding why, because, oh, there's some cool bats there eating, hopefully the mosquitoes flying over me. But then my mom likes to talk, and I don't know if I got that from her, but I enjoy it. I enjoy talking. I would say maybe an extroverted introvert, if that makes sense. I like being extroverted, outgoing and stuff, but there's an introverted side of me as well. And I think it's a nice blend. But anyway, back to your fitness. So the 3 things with questions. No questions. I know it's hard. Like, what do I want to ask? I don't want to be vulnerable. Hey, here's the problem with Facebook, right? Here's the problem. At least I hope you don't get that just from me. Because yes, this is a beautiful neighborhood that I'm riding through. I busted my butt to get in this neighborhood. I busted it hard. We've been here 18 years. I don't think I could actually afford to live here now. But it's something that my wife and I worked hard to get here. We worked hard on our home. We worked hard on our family. Worked hard on our jobs and our careers, all those types of things. It wasn't easy. We busted our butt. So even though maybe you've seen it have struggled ups and downs many a times, like I say, hopefully you don't see just my highlight reel. I think that's a problem. You only want to show your highlight reels, show those fancy pictures of you and your family on vacation. Hey, this is not to knock it, because I enjoy seeing those pictures. But you can easily find out if somebody's all about highlight reels if you go through their Facebook feed, you go through their posts, and all you see is their beautiful pictures of, you know, all the fancy stuff and all of this, and, you know, all, of course, the kids' glamour shots and all that stuff. And hey, that's cool and all, but let's get real. Maybe it's okay to get like real and maybe even a little vulnerable about where, like, you may be struggling. You're like, oh no, I would never do that. That's not what Facebook is for. Yeah, it is. Facebook's about community. It's all about community. I certainly am on a lot, and I can say the reason why I'm on a lot is every time I see a negative post. First off, if I see you post stuff on the news, negativity, pretty much you get, I don't block you, but I just unfollow you because I don't have time for it. I really don't. First, here's what I think about news, and you'll rarely see me ever repost. Rarely. I don't think I have in, I don't know, a while. But I would say is if I want news, if I want to see the news, I'll watch the news. I'll turn on the TV and watch the news, which I don't do. But I don't think Facebook was necessarily designed for people to actually pull the news off the news and put it onto Facebook, because I think that Facebook's meant for connecting with people, for community, and that maybe sharing about fitness, sharing about life experiences, highlight reels and so forth. It's getting dark here, so I'm going to finish up pretty soon. Sun's going down. But also, I hope you've enjoyed my bike ride. We're about maybe 3-4 miles in now. Talked that long, believe it or not. Hey, this is a nice sidewalk they actually made bigger for us. You maybe see me run it with Owen. I'm doing a kind of a circle around my neighborhood. On my way back now. So with that, as we're going into the end of the call, live Q&A, I'm here for you, just so you know. I'm a real dad. I have real struggles. I struggle. Today was a really great day. I'm on a high right now, and I can't wait. I'm going to share it tomorrow. I actually got to work out with my son today at the gym, and we actually have not done that really in a while. And he's, you know, some kids sat around during COVID when they got locked down, and, you know, they're behind a computer and they did nothing. sat around, maybe put on the COVID-19 with their parents. My son, well, my daughter is not quite there yet, but she's been working on it. But my son decided he's going to get ripped, and at 17 years old, he did exactly that. He had the time. He's like, well, I got time. I see dad and mom working out. I might as well get ripped too. And I'll tell you what, it's exactly what it did. But anyway, I was excited today where I got to actually work out with my 17-year-old. I know the time's coming where he's going to be out on his own, living his life. And for now, I really just, it was just great. I got to push and work out hard with him. We did some weights and did some training, and he asked some questions, and it was just awesome. And that's what it's about, like living that life. You know, just, I pulled up some old pictures of when we had a gym and when he was doing stuff there. And I can't wait to share that tomorrow. So be on the lookout for a little throwback post. I got my daughter to the gym with us. She hasn't been there in a little while, but I've gotten some times where I've gotten to work out with her together as well. My wife works out with her sometimes too. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, working out, nutrition, calorie deficit. You want to lose weight, it's calorie deficit. Calories in, calories out. Quality calories matter. Exercise wise, workout wise, do something you enjoy, right? If you're just struggling, just start, just do something, get moving. Stop wasting time. Time's going by quicker and quicker. The year's almost over. 2020, I know you want to be done. But who knows, 2021 is going to be the same if you don't do nothing about it. If you're still in the same place, in fact, it'll be worse. If you don't do anything now and another year goes by, guess what? You're going to be a year older and it's going to be a year harder. So with that, and then where to start? When it comes to starting, get yourself some help. Have somebody help you. I'll tell you what, you can have the easy, cheap way to do it. You can go do the $10 gym membership. You can go try looking it up on your own on Google. You can do all those things, right? You can just do the whole guessing game. Go up and down in weight. You know, try different exercise, try different movements. Actually invest in the most important thing, yourself. You can get yourself a coach who knows what he's doing. Even if he's riding a bike at night without the lights on. Let's see, it's getting dark now. I can still see my way. I left a trail of breadcrumbs. And here I go. I'm almost home. But with that, I hope you enjoyed my little talk tonight. And again, I just want to say that I appreciate you. I know there was no questions. That's cool. So I ended up talking instead. I hope you enjoyed my little talk. Maybe it gave you a little boost of encouragement. Maybe provided some value. If it did, share it with somebody. I was saying before when I got a little sidetracked is every time I see somebody post something that's negative or, you know, they're just angry and frustrated, disappointed, or they're, you know, like profane or like that kind of stuff, just I don't have time for it. And I would say is every time I see that, it makes me, excuse me, I got something in my eye and I don't want to take off my other hand, is I think it was a bug. Is every time I see that, I want to post more encouragement. I want to provide more value. I want to be there for more people. I want to help as many people as I can. I'm on a pursuit right now. This year, my pursuit is to help 1,000 people. It started off last year, about 300, I got there. And then I said, well, let's double it this year and help over 600 people. And then I got challenged by my coach to say, why don't you go for 1,000? So my goal is to help 1,000 of you. So whether you're coaching with me or not, I hope that this year provides some value, even if you're just listening to the free content or taking anything that I have, daily dose. I got a healthy dose tomorrow. I'm really excited tomorrow. I'm going to share it. I'll post it tomorrow morning, but we're going to come on live at, I might actually post it tonight, but 10 o'clock tomorrow morning live with a pastor who's a really close friend of mine. And he is a pastor, a Costa Rican pastor. Well, he's not Costa Rican. He's a pastor, has a ministry in Costa Rica. But we're going to come on live tomorrow. I'm going to share about health and fitness and family and ministry as well. So partly it's something that I have that's in my heart and helping others. So anyway, I'm back home, my little run, my little bike ride. Hope you enjoyed it. It was such a beautiful night. Maybe I need to do more of these. Maybe you need to do one of these. Go for a bike ride, come on live. You're like, how the heck are you doing this? Well, I have a nice big wide sidewalk and there's really been like 3 people that I've seen, which means everybody's either at home watching Netflix, watching TV, watching the news, getting depressed, getting angry, getting frustrated. Then it's going to have a hard night's sleep. And guess what? I'm going to sleep well tonight. Get to bed about 9, maybe 9:30. Wake up about 4:30. Have my quiet time in the morning with my coffee. Ooh, it's good stuff. After a great night's sleep. Hope you have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care. We'll talk tomorrow.